Well, like,
Hi. Can we ask you a few questions?
Let me have a coffee.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what do you think about the events organized by the IAOE?
They are great.
They are great, yeah. And why would you then recommend people, students, researchers, scholars, to take part of these events and to take part of our association too?
Well, it's a way of you know, doing science is not just you know, doing your own stuff and studying your own books and so on. It is also being aware of the fact there is a community of people, and interaction with your colleagues is important. And so for sure it is. From a student point of view, it is. Let's say it is as important as studying things, meeting people, talking to people, and also learning how to defend your ideas and to, you know, negotiate and do these things is important. For instance, I know that Yahweh
Thank you.
is
learning a lot from this event.
It is the first conference he's attending. And of course, previously, I'm sure he has been studying things and so on and doing his own stuff. But there is a particular dimension in this doing science together, not just you know, doing your own thing, studying thing. Of course, studying is important, doing research is important, but there is also this social dimension, which I believe it is important as well.
Thank you very much for your good answers. Okay, let's go to find out. Well, there are many women as well as men in our association. We try to have both membership of them, and there are of course many students. Many PhD students have joined the association this year. Let's go and have an interview and talk with the other participants.
Giancarlo.
Hi, can you present yourself just briefly?
Hi, I'm Giancarlo Guzzardi from the Ontology and Conceptual Modeling Research Group, Federal University of Espírito Santo in Brazil.
Thank you. Giancarlo, what do you think about the events organized by the IAOE?
Oh, I think IAOE plays an extremely important role organizing this community, this interdisciplinary and international community. We had the summer school last week in Trento, which was very, very interesting, very positive,
yeah,
right?
Definitely.
With different complementary courses on conceptual modeling, on linguistics, on logics, and on philosophy, on formal ontology from the philosophical side. I think FOIS is a great event. As the PC chair for FOIS this year, I'm very happy with the program. Yeah. And also FOMI is an important event. I think it's the main, it's the main association for this area.
Yeah, we know that together with Nicola and all the other colleagues, you work very, very closely in order to organize these events. And so there are many students, there are lots of interest. So why would you recommend, which is your personal opinion, why would you recommend people to join our association?
Well, I think, you know, the association is made out of the people, right? So it's constituted by this body of people interested in this area. So the association happens when people do things for the association. So that's one answer. So most of the scientific activities of the associations will take place in these events that you mentioned, but also through the special interest groups on conceptual modeling and design semantics, possibly one on bioinformatics. So that's the way that people can actively participate in the association. Also, I think there's the other side. What the association can provide is this framework to keep people updated with the most relevant, interesting results in the area. So, for example, one of the immediate benefits that you have when you join the association is you have access to all papers for the FOIS proceedings, for the Applied Ontology Journal, which are among the main important venues for the area.
Lots of benefits.
Lots of benefits.
Just join us. Thank you, Giancarlo.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no. Hi, Laura. Hi, can you present yourself just because we want to have a female voice. Laura just gave a talk this morning.
I'm the only female voice in the Executive Council of IOA. I try to make this no longer true, but I failed. Sorry. So yes, I'm Laura Vieux. I'm a researcher from the French National Research Council. I'm doing something in between lexical semantics, formal semantics, discourse semantics, and formal ontology. So I'm very in the interdisciplinary work from the start, and I believe that's where new ideas can come around. And I think I encourage everyone to take a step out of their own area. I think you make yourself, you learn a lot, and you can bring something very important to others. Well, that's all.
We all students, we need to thank Laura. She helped us a lot in the organization. And so, what do you think about all the events that you organize in the association?
In the association? Well, I think the summer school was just great. I mean, I didn't organize it directly, I just supported the financial aspects because I'm treasurer of IOA. This is what I didn't say before. And that takes a lot of time. I really hope that we could get more voluntary support for all those activities. But we're getting in a good shape, and it's going to be better anytime. So what did I get back from all the events? I think the community is gathering, and then every time you see it better. And I was very impressed by seeing that students are good now. They are good at listening to the others. They're good at listening to other disciplines, and they are brave, and I think that's very good for the future.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Are you videotaping?
This is a video recording, and we try to make an introduction of the association IAOA and the conference.
Yeah, during the FOIS conference 2012, this is one of our guests, Professor Jerry Hobbs. So,
what's your question?
Yeah, can you?
Your question?
Oh, my questions. Yeah, what do you think about the conference? What do you think about the FOIS 2000?
Yeah, it's my favorite conference actually, because you go to other conferences and knowledge representation, and they tell you you have talks about how you would represent knowledge should you ever actually want to do it. Whereas in this conference, they actually talk about representing content, so you can get talks about a wide range of things, from chemical formulas to there was the last FOIS conference. There was an ontology of teeth or orthodontia, and it's really nice to have this kind of attempts to. And there was a talk at this conference about food from field to fitness. That was very interesting. So what you get is these overviews of domains where there's a real effort to see what the underlying implicit structure in that domain really is.
Jerry, can you tell us something more about you? Where are you from?
I'm from the University of Southern California Information Sciences Institute.
Yeah, we were really impressed about the number of guests coming from all over the world. So I think it is. What do you think? Do you like this kind of exchange? Do you think students can give something, a surplus, an added value to conferences?
Oh, I think absolutely. You know, like in most scientific and mathematical endeavors, the real breakthroughs are usually done by the young people. So it's absolutely wonderful to have their perspective at these conferences.
Anyway, we also organize lots of social events. Dinner organized by the association. What do you think about this kind of event?
Well, really, what the value of a conference is in the people you meet, and out to only half the conference. The other half is socializing with coffee and going to the dinners and things of that sort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Enjoy. Hi.
Hello.
Can we ask you a few questions? Are you students here at the FOIS conference?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Have you already attended other events organized by the IAOA Association?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Really? Didn't you attend summer school?
Oh yeah, I attended the summer school, that's true. Yeah, just a week before.
And what about you?
I didn't.
This is your first time at the FOIS conference. What do you think about it? Did you like it?
For now, yes.
Oh, okay. So you could present your paper, you get some feedback from the professors and the scholars and everything.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay. Oh, all right. So, what's your name?
My name is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. Okay, so you attended the summer school in Frankfurt.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Can you tell us something more about it? What was your experience?
I think since you're sometimes quite lonely with your ontological work, it's probably the best thing to meet a lot of other people who work in the same field. And you may realize that some people are working on their own subject, and you actually can talk with someone. While being in your own university or research group, it can be a bit lonesome at times. So this is certainly the greatest thing about coming together.
Coming together and joining the events together. So, what do you think also about this kind of social events that we try to organize? Or that we also organize among students? Because apart from the official social events, we also had some dinners together.
I mean, of course, it's part of a conference or coming together. That's always nice because sometimes it's difficult to organize a group of 80 people. I'm very happy that the organizers made so much effort.
Indeed, there were lots of participants at the summer school, 86 people, 86 participants, and it was the first interdisciplinary summer school, 2012. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have to organize also all the other staff who helped us and joined us during the conference, at the FOIS conference. So they were really great. We are here in Graz, Austria, and
this is...
and they are just students, you know. So Walter, for example, can you tell us something more about yourself? You study biology. Yeah, of course. So your name is?
My name is...
Walter?
Yes.
And you are from Austria, okay?
I'm from Austria.
Yes, from Austria. Well, thank you very much. And thank you also to the old staff from the start.
Thank you.
Join us soon.
It's a video.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, can you present yourself very, very quickly?
I'm Anthony Galton. I come from the University of Exeter, and this is the third FOIS that I've attended.
And how do you like it?
Yeah.
Lots of
Interesting stuff.
Are you also an IAOA member?
I am indeed,
You
yes.
are. And what do you think about the events organized by the association?
Well, I mean, I've been quite involved in some of them, in fact, because I was, the main one was the Summer Institute last year, which I was one of the facilitators for, and I enjoyed that very much.
You enjoyed it also very much. And why do you think people should come, should pick up to our events and also should register to our association?
Why should they? Well, I think that if you are serious about ontology and interested in ontology, this is the place, where the experts are, where the going to be a build-up of a repository of knowledge, I think, and expertise. It's where you need to be connected to the world of ontology.
Yeah. There are lots of colleagues of yours and also colleagues of us. I mean, we are PhD students as far as researchers, and also people from companies and other. For example, here we've got Professor Koch. Can you tell us something about yourself? Can you present yourself very briefly?
Present myself, but nothing to do with ontology, is it?
No, about the event, the FOIS conference.
Okay, so I'm Richard Fong from Hong Kong. So I'm an engineer by training, but over the year I've been more and more involved with customer requirement analysis. So that's why we start looking into how our customer express their requirement and wishes. So in early years, I make use of various techniques like quality function deployment. We make use of fuzzy logic, inferences, things to try to analyze the semantic aspect of customer requirement. But in recent years, I'm getting more and more interested in doing it in a more formal way, systematic way. So ontology is one of the options that we're trying. I enjoy coming to this conference that I normally not attending. I was attending more engineering conferences, but this one is something of a different nature. It's an educational process for me.
I see. Thank you very much. Hi, can you please present yourself just briefly? What's your name?
My name is Mark Linehan. I'm from IBM's research division in New York.
Oh, wow. And so you are here at the FOIS conference. Is this the first time that you attend this conference?
Yes.
Wow, what do you think about it? Did you enjoy it?
It's very interesting. The concepts range actually quite widely. So I was sort of surprised by the range of discussion. But many of them are very interesting.
Oh, okay, thanks. And Mark, we want just to ask you about a question, because you are working in ontology and you're also leading a project by IBM, is it correct?
I'm working in this system called SBVR, which is a kind of ontology system and rule system.
Okay, so why do you think that ontology is important?
I believe that in the world of business that IBM cares about, there's a demand for understanding the meaning of concepts, that what businesses have discovered as just structure, as described in things like XML schemas or UML classes, leaves out something that they need to solve.
Oh. Mark, thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Hi, this is Mustafa Jarrar from Palestine, Birzeit University. I'm here for the FOIS and ICBO conference about ontologies in general, formal ontologies and medical ontologies.
Hi Mustafa, it's very nice to have you here at the conference. We were just wondering with the other students, why do you think people should learn more about ontology?
Ontology is actually very important because the whole world is going to be like one interconnected village, and so we are talking about the globalization in terms of communication between people, in terms of communication between humans, e-commerce, and so on. So ontologies is just actually to have the meaning shared so that when we communicate, we can understand each other, whether informally, just between people, or formally, or in a way that computers and programs can understand each other.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. Hope to keep in touch with you.
Yeah, thank you.
So my name is Maria Claudia. I'm from Brazil, and this is the first event that I take part, which is sponsored by the IOA, and I find it very interesting because it gets together people from linguistic area, philosophers, knowledge management, and also computer-based people. And I'm a computer-based person, and from the computer area. And in fact, I think this is interesting because computer students, they usually they are used to, or they are supposed to model data, model the work, and this is not a very easy task. And computer science people, they used to simplify it. So I think this conference brings this issue to light and touches the computer people in that sense. So in Brazil we have a similar conference to this. It's local and it's called Ontobras. The ontology research people get together and there's this kind of mixing of areas, and this is very interesting also. So I would like to invite people to take take part of that seminar, and we would be delighted to receive people from all over the world. Okay?
Thank you, Maria. Hi.
Hi.
Can you tell us briefly what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Stefan Schulz.
Oh.
And I'm the local organizer of this conference, ICBO FOIS 2012. And I'm here a professor for medical informatics, and I have been dealing with application of formal ontologies to biology and medicine for a couple of years, and so I was very happy that it was possible to bring this event here to Graz, and especially to join the both events, because FOIS is already a very well-established series of conferences, whereas ICBO actually was the third conference of this kind, and we had quite a lot of overlapping registrations, and so I think that could be really an enrichment for the IAOA, that people who are mainly part of the community of bio-ontologies or medical ontologies, medical terminologies, really had the opportunity to learn more about formal ontology in a more general sense.
I see. Stefan, you are one of the major members of the IAOA Association, and what do you think about, and also one of the major organizers, if not the major organizer of the ICBO FOIS conference, what do you think in general about all the events organized, and why would you plead for people to join our association?
Yeah, I think what is becoming quite obvious is that the basic problems of building formal ontologies, for assuring quality, for deploying them in real systems, that all those problems really go across the domains. And so I think if there were only, let's say, the bio-ontologists exclusively concerned with the engineering issues of bio-ontologies, then, and let's say other groups, geo-ontologists exclusively with geo-ontologies, then it would be a lost opportunity to cross over and to learn from each other and to identify common patterns and common methods. Especially, I think, what was quite visible at this conference, especially methods for, let's say, guideline-based and rational ontology building, as well as ontology evaluation. So I think I hope that for the association this will bring more people from the bio-ontology domain and medical ontology, medical terminology domain into the association and to contribute more actively.
Stefan, what do you think is the added value of ontology? Why is ontology important?
Ontology is important to facilitate a shared understanding of entities in a domain. It is more and more important for standards, for standardization. It's quite interesting that the biggest health terminology, which is SNOMED-CT, which is increasingly built on principles of formal ontology, also there is still a long way ahead. But that this terminology is being advertised as a health standard, so really a standardization of terms, and just with, let's say, a natural language definitions or scope nodes, it's not sufficient just for creating understanding. And then the next step is, of course, that ontologies are machine processable, although at least in the biomedical domain I still miss, let's say, good examples for let's say, big data logical processing. I think this is still a challenge for the future, but I'm quite confident.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.